Hello everyone, I am audible. Just 1 minute. Hello everyone. चलिए, let's start. Today topic Y parameter. We are going to discuss Y parameter. Okay, and then conversion of y to z, y parameter to z parameter, and z parameter to y parameter. Conversion of z parameter to y parameter. So we are going to discuss all these topics regarding this. Okay, so what is Y parameter? First of all, we have to discuss Y parameter is known as driving point short circuit impedance. So what is Y parameter? Y parameter is nothing but it is driving point short circuit admittance. Short circuit admittance. Okay. So how it is defined? Next point is how it is defined. It's also an important point. 1 second, it is very top. How it is defined? So this is a two-port network. This is a two-port network. Here input port and this one is input port, and this one is output port. Okay, so here is our input V1, current I1, input I2, voltage V2. Yes sir. And the parameter is defined like that: Y11, Y12, Y21 and Y22. Okay, so I will describe what is Y parameter. It is nothing but I1, Y11 V1, Y12 V2, and I2 is Y21 V1, Y22 V2. Okay sir. Then here we have to understand that Y parameter is, so here we have to understand I1 I2 is dependent variable and V1 V2 is independent variable. So V1 V2 is independent variable, but in case of Z parameter V1 V2 is dependent variable and I1 I2 is independent variable. But in case of Y parameter V1 V2 is independent variable and I1 I2 is dependent variable. Second thing we have to understand that what is the nomenclature, what is the name of Y parameter. What is Y11, what is Y12, what is Y21, what is Y22, we have to know. So second point we have to know is nomenclature of y parameter. So we have to understand nomenclature. Okay, nomenclature. What is the nomenclature of y parameter? First of all, what I will do, I will make V2 is equal to 0. What I will do, I will make V2 is equal to 0. Then what will happen? If V2 is equal to 0, then what will happen? V2 is 0, that means voltage is 0, hence second port is short circuit. So port 2 is short circuit, or output port is short circuit, hence it is known as short circuit. So we will tell short circuit. In case of Z parameter, current is 0, so it is open circuit impedance. Here voltage is 0, so it is short circuit admittance. Okay, so voltage is 0, short circuit, current is 0, open circuit. Try to understand. Then V2 is equal to 0, we will understand y11 and y21. So y11 is nothing but y11 is I1 upon V1. Yes sir. And y21 is equal to I2 upon V2. Yes sir. I2 upon V1. Okay, no problem with that sir. Then I will ask, what is V2 in this case? 0. What is V2 in this case? 0. Then I will ask, what? Then I will ask, what is name of y11? So y11 is input. It is input. So input. So it is known as driving point. Short circuit. Driving point short circuit admittance. Input admittance. Okay, this is known as y11. y21 is output is I2, input is V1. So output is output, input is input. So I2 is output, V1 is input. So it is forward driving point short circuit admittance. Okay, this is the point here. Okay, then we will go for next point. Which point? V1 is equal to 0. What will happen if V1 is equal to 0? You don't have to draw more and more circuit, just you have to replace only this, because you have written already, so there is no problem with that. Okay, then we will go for V1 is equal to 0. V1 is equal to 0 means port 1 is short circuit. Port 1 is short circuit. Okay, that's very good. Then what we will do, if V1 is equal to 0, then we will understand V2. So I1 upon V2 and I2 upon V2. What is I1 upon V2? So it is y12 I1 upon V2, and V1 is equal to 0. Then y22 is I2 upon V2 and V1 is equal to 0. So what will happen here? Then we will understand that y12 is, here output is 1, input is 2, output 1, input 2. So it is reverse, because this one is input, this one is output. So at input side output, at output side input. So it is reverse. So it is known as reverse driving point reverse driving point short circuit admittance, short circuit admittance. Okay, then second thing is Y22. Y22 is nothing but it is I2 upon V2, so output condition, so it is known as driving point short circuit output admittance, short circuit output admittance. Okay, okay sir. So this is the nomenclature of Y parameter. So we have understand what is Y parameter. Then we will go for next point, conversion of Y parameter. Then we will go for next point, conversion of Y parameter to Z parameter or Z parameter to Y parameter. So we have to understand conversion. First Y parameter to Z parameter. First Y parameter to Z parameter. Then we will ask what is Y parameter. Y parameter is nothing but I1, I2 and it is what? It is Y11, Y21, Y12 and Y21 divided by Y22. Yes sir. And again it is V1 and V2. Yes sir. Here I2 is what? Here V1 and V2 is input. V1 and V2 is input and this one is Z11, Z12, Z21 and Z22. Yes sir. This one is I1, I2. So it will be converted like this. This matrix will be go like this. So this one is the matrix for I and this one is Y parameter and this one is V. Yes sir. What we will do, just multiply Y inverse and this one is Y into Y inverse, identity matrix, identity into voltage matrix, voltage. So I will multiply with Y inverse both side. So Y inverse into I is equal to voltage and this one will be written as voltage is equal to Z into I. Yes sir. So we can relate equation 1 and 2. So we can relate equation 1 and 2. Equation 1 and 2 will be related. So it will be YZ is equal to Y inverse. Z is equal to Y inverse. So this is the point here. Yes sir. And Z parameter will be written as Z11, Z12, Z21 and Z22 and Y inverse is nothing but Y11, Y12, Y21 and Y22. Yes sir, inverse. Then I will ask what is Z11, Z12, Z21 and Z22. Yes sir. And Y inverse will be written as Y11 determinant Y22 minus Y12 Y21. 1 second, I will come back. I will be there in 2 minutes. Okay, so inverse of this matrix will be, just make it opposite, y22 and y11, this one will make opposite, yes sir, and y12 will be negative sign and y21 will be negative sign, yes sir. So this one will be interchange and this one will be negative sign. So again, what will be the answer? So we can find out the value of z parameter. Z parameter will be z11. Z11 we will z11 is equal to y22 upon delta y. Why it is written as delta y? This is delta y, yes sir. So delta y, then z12 will be minus y12 upon delta y. Z21 will be minus y21 upon delta y, and z22 will be y22 upon delta y, y11 upon delta y. So it is very easy to remember, you can remember easily. So you can remember this equation or you can remember this equation, anything you can remember, just remember it, cram it or do by yourself, just make it inverse, you will get the answer. Just make it inverse, you will get the answer. Next what we are going to study, that second point. In this time we are generally going to only theory part. I am teaching you only theory part and making you concept clear of theory part. Then we will go for some questions. It may be 50 questions or 60 questions or 40 questions, like that. So in 40-50 questions you will understand everything about two-port network. So first of all I will give you the theory part, then after I will go through the question part. This is my main motto here, okay? So what we will do, we will do something like this. Second part is z parameter to y parameter, z parameter to y parameter, yes sir, z parameter to y parameter, okay. What we will do with this? It is nothing but, first of all write y parameter, I1, I2 and y11, y11, y12, y12, y21, y22, yes sir, and this one is V2 and V1 and V2, V1 and V2. Then this is the relationship between I and V. So matrix of I, matrix of Y and matrix of V, yes sir. Second thing is V1 V2, second thing is V1 V2, yes sir, and Z11, Z12, Z21 and Z22, and this one is I1 I2, yes sir. What we will do, just write it, V is equal to Z into I, okay. Then we can write Z inverse into V is equal to I, yes sir. So from equation 1 and from equation 2 you can relate Y is equal to Z inverse, Y is equal to Z inverse. So this is Y and this is Z inverse. Then we will go through Y parameter. Y is Y11, Y12, Y21 and Y22, and Z parameter is Z11, and Z12 and Z21 and Z22 Z inverse. Determinant of Z is 1 by Z11, Z22, Z12 and Z21, and the matrix will be written as Z22 and Z11. Z12 will be negative, Z21 will be negative. This will be considered as delta Z. So I can write Y11 Z22 divided by delta Z and Y22 Z11 divided by delta Z. Then we will write Y12 minus Z12 divided by delta Z and Y21 minus Z21 divided by delta Z. So you can go through this formula. It is very important. So it will be Z22 divided by delta Z, Z12 divided by delta Z minus Z21 divided by delta Z and Z11 divided by delta Z. First one will compared with Y11, second one will be compared with Y12 and third one will be compared with Y21 and fourth one will be compared with Y22. Okay, like that we will compare. So this is the conversion of Y parameter to Z parameter and Z parameter to Y parameter. Now then we will understand, we have studied earlier in yesterday class. What we have studied, I will tell you later. First of all, I will derive this. This one is Y11, Y12, Y21 and Y22. Yes sir. And this one is our okay. This one is YL, this one is current I1, this one is current I2, this one is voltage V1 and this one is voltage V2. Yes sir. Then what we will do, first of all I want to find out Yn. What is Yn? So Yn nothing but Yn is equal to, what we will do, Yn is V1 upon I1. So for that what we will do, nothing, just write the equation. So first of all I1 will be equal to Y11 into V1 and Y12 into V2. So it will be I1 upon V1 into V2 and I2 will be equal to Y21 V1 and Y22 V2, and current will be flowing like this, so it will be like this, and KVL will be V2 will be equal to minus YL into I1. So I1 will be equal to, I2 will be equal to minus V2 into YL. Okay. Then substitute equation 3 into it will be Y21 into V1, Y22 into V2. So V1 will be minus, sorry, V2 will be minus V2 will be minus Y21 into V1, Y21 into V1 divided by Y22 plus YL. This is V2, and V2 will be put in equation 1. So in equation 1 V2 will be put, so it will be I1 Y11 V1 and Y12 V2, V2 will be Y21 V1 divided by Y22 plus YL. Yes sir. Then after I1 will be equal to Y11 into YL plus Y11 Y22 and minus Y12 into Y21 divided by Y22 plus YL. Yes sir. This is I1 upon V1 and this is our Y in. So we have derived the formula for Y in. The formula for Y in. We have derived the formula for Y in. It's very easy. It's very easy. So it is something like that we have studied before class. In first class we have studied the question like this. Second one is if we replace in the input side, if we replace this condition in input side, what will happen? Then this condition in input side, what will happen? This is YS, this is YS. Current will be flowing like this, so plus minus. We have to find out Y out. Y out. What is Y out? So Y out will be nothing but V2 upon I2. So we are going to find out V2 upon I2. First equation is I1 Y11 V1 Y12 V2 and I2 Y21 V1 and Y22 V2. Yes sir. Then one equation is KVL. I1 is equal to minus V1 into YS. Then I1 will be put in equation 1. I1 will be put in equation 1. Equation 1, so what will be? What it will be? Minus V1 into YS and Y11 into V1 plus Y12 into V2. So V1 will be equal to minus Y12 divided by Y11 plus YS into V2, and it will be put in equation 2. So V1 will be replaced by V1 in equation 2. V1 will be replaced by that equation. So I2 will be equal to Y21 minus Y12 divided by Y11 plus YS into V2 plus Y22 into V2. So Y out will be equal to I2 upon V2. Yes sir. So Y out will be equal to Y22 into YS plus Y11 Y22 Y21 and minus Y12 divided by Y11 plus YS. Yes sir. This is Y out. This is Y out. Then we will go for next part. That is very, very important. If you understand this part, you will understand anything. If you understand this part, you will understand everything regarding this. But this is the major part which students are not understanding. This is the major part which students are not understanding this question. So you have to focus on this, then you will understand the points here. Then you will understand the points here. This is ZL, this is Z parameter, this is Z parameter, Z12, Z21 and Z22. This is our ZL or YL and Y parameter, Y11, Y12, Y21 and Y22. Yes, sir. So first of all, what we have to find out? We are to find out what is Zin, and here we have to find out what is Yin. So what is Zin here? Zin will be equal to Z211, Z11 into Zs, Z11 into Zs plus Z11 delta Z divided by Z22 plus ZL. Z22 plus ZL. What is delta Z? Delta Z is nothing but determinant of Z matrix. Determinant of Z matrix. So we have calculated Zin. Here we have calculated Yin. Yin will be equal to Y11 into YL plus delta Y divided by Y22 plus YL, and here delta Y will be equal to determinant of Y matrix. Determinant of Y matrix. Yes, sir. So Zin we have calculated, Yin we have calculated. Then we will go for what is Yin in case of this. So in case of this, you will calculate 1 by Zin. What is Zin in case of this? So Zin will be 1 by Yin. So you have to understand that thing. In case of Z parameter, you have to first of all calculate Zin, then Yin. In case of Y parameter, you have first of calculate Yin, then Zin. Try to understand. If Z parameter is given, Zin, then Yin. If Y parameter is given, then Yin, then Zin. So Y parameter, Yin, then Zin. Z parameter, Zin, then Yin. Both are same, but their mathematics manipulation are different. This Yin and this Yin are same. This Zin and this Zin are same. If ZL is equal to 1 by YL, and this Z matrix and Y matrix are related with inverse, so they are same. But if Z matrix is given, first of all find it Zin, then Yin. If Y matrix is given, first of all calculate Yin, then Zin. Okay. Next point you have to understand. I will minimize this because I have to do some mathematical analysis so that you can understand the main point here. Okay. So next point is mine, that if ZL is equal to infinite, then what is Zin? Zin is equal to Z11. if ZL is equal to infinite, Zn is equal to Z11, ZL infinity, so this Z11 will be remaining, so it will be equal to Z11. Okay. If ZL is equal to 0, ZL is equal to 0, Zn is equal to, so Zn is equal to delta Z upon ZL, delta Z upon Z22, it is nothing but Y11, that means Yin is equal to Y11. Yes sir. So Z11 is known as, Z11 is open circuit impedance, and Y11 is short circuit admittance. So this is open circuit, ZL is open, then it will be open circuit impedance, and this one is short, then it will be short circuit admittance. Okay. Here in this case also you will understand sometimes, after sometimes, but you will understand, I know that, but it will take some time to understand this point. Okay. If ZL is equal to 0, ZL is equal to 0, that is YL is equal to infinite, YL is equal to infinity, so it will be Yin will be equal to Y11, so it is short circuit admittance. And ZL is equal to infinity, YL is equal to 0, so Yin will be equal to delta Y upon Y22, and it is nothing but 1 by Z11, so Zn will be equal to Z11. So you have to understand, in case of short circuit it is Z1, open circuit Z11, short circuit Y11 or 1 by Y11. In case of open circuit Z11, in case of short circuit Y11. Always try to understand. So what I am going to teach you, I have tried to explain you that this one is open circuit. Try to understand, this one is open circuit and this one is short circuit, something like that. This one is short circuit. So what is happening here? Okay. So what is happening here? In case of open circuit, what will happen? In case of open circuit, Zn will be equal to Z11 or Yin will be equal to Zn is equal to Z11, or it will be written as Y22 upon delta Y, or Yin will be written as delta Y upon Y22. Yes sir. So formula of Zn will be this one, formula of Yin will be this one. In terms of Z, this one. In terms of Y, this one. Yes, we have derived ZL infinite, Z11, and Yin will be equal to delta Y upon Y22. Delta Y upon Y22. Yes sir. So this is the condition for open circuit. In case of short circuit, Zn will be equal to, Yin will be equal to, in case of short circuit, Y11, and it is written as delta Z22 divided by delta Z. So Zn will be written as delta Z upon Z22. Yes sir. So you can say, see here, in case of short circuit also. In case of short circuit, Zn is equal to delta Z upon Z22. Zn is equal to delta Z upon Z22. And in case of short circuit, Yin is equal to Y11. Yin is equal to Y11. Yes. So Z11 is known as open circuit input impedance. Z11 is known as open circuit input impedance, and Y11 is known as short circuit input impedance, admittance. So this one is open circuit input impedance, this one is short circuit input admittance, and this one is open circuit input admittance, and this one is short circuit input admittance. Yes sir. So I can say that Y11 is short circuit input admittance, and delta Z upon Z11, Z22 is known as short circuit input impedance, and Z11 will be equal to open circuit input admittance, and in case of Z22, delta Y upon delta Y upon Y22, it will be open circuit input admittance, one second, Z11 and delta Y upon Y22, one second. So Y11 is short circuit input and admittance, and short circuit input admittance is delta Z upon Z22, yes, sir. And this one is open circuit input admittance, and this one is open circuit input impedance, and this one is open circuit input admittance. So it will be delta Y upon Y22. Okay, so I will try to explain one more times. If you will understand, then it will be okay for you. Okay, so what will happen if this is written here? Yes sir, and nothing is given here. So first of all, what we will get? Z in, yes sir, which is equal to Z11, or in terms of Y, Y22 divided by delta Y. In case of Y in, it will be 1 by Z11 or delta Y upon Y22. Yes sir. So this is open circuit input impedance, this is open circuit input admittance. So this is open circuit input impedance, this one is known as open circuit input admittance impedance, and this one is known as open circuit input admittance. Okay. Next is so Z parameter is given, then you can get directly. Y parameter is given, you can get directly. So in terms of Y parameter, in terms of Z parameter, we have calculated. Later we will study H parameter. So in terms of H parameter, I will tell you. Later we will study ABCD parameter. So in terms of ABCD parameters, I will tell you. So Zin will be written as Z terms, Y terms, H terms and ABCD terms. In 3 terms I will tell you. So all 4 terms I will tell you in every manner. Second thing is, if it is short circuit, what will happen? If it is short circuit, what will happen? Nothing. It will be short circuit. So first of all, what you will do? You will do that, first of all, if it is short circuit, first of all you have to find out Y in. You have to find out Y in, because short circuit is admittance Y in, Y11 and delta Y upon Y22, sorry Z, in terms of Z, Z22 upon delta Z. Yes sir. And Zin will be 1 by Y11 or delta Z upon Z22. Yes sir. So this is known as short circuit input impedance, admittance, short circuit input admittance. And second one is known as open circuit, short circuit input impedance. Okay. Yes sir. Yes sir. So what we will do? We will go for one question. What we will do? We will go for one question. That here Z parameter is given. Which parameter is given? Z parameter. 4 ohm, 3 ohm, 5 ohm and 7 ohm. In ohm it is given. So we have to find out here Zin. We have to find out here Zin. So Zin is short circuit. So short circuit, so we have to understand first of all Y in, and it is first port, so Y11, and it will be written as del Z22 upon delta Z. Z22 upon delta Z. Easy. So it will be 7 4 is 28 minus 15 13. So 7 by 13. Easy. It is Y in, so mho. And Z in will be equal to 13 by 7 ohm. Easy. Easy. Or it will be written like this also. It will be written like this also. What it will be written? It will be written like this also. What it will be written? That is 4, 3, 5, 7. But it is open circuit and they are asking Zin. So Zin will be equal to Z11, 4 ohm. Yes sir. And Zin is equal to Z11 and Y in will be equal to 1 by Z11. So 1 by 4 mho. So 0.25 mho. So in case of short circuit, we have to find Y, then Z. In case of open circuit, we have to find YZ, then Y. Okay. Next is, if in this case y parameter is given, 1 second, I will come back. Okay. So here y parameter is given. Which parameter is given? Y, 2, -3, -2, 4, and they are asking Z in. This is y parameter. Short circuit. So first of all, we have to find y in. Y in is y11, 1, 2. Z in is 1 by y in. So it will be 1 by 2 ohm. Okay, yes sir. If it is written like this, 2, -3, -2, 4, and same condition, but they are asking y in. What you will do? First of all, you have to find out Z in. Open circuit, Z11. So it will be y22 upon delta y. We have studied in conversion. Y22 upon delta y. Y22 is 2. Delta y is 4 2 ja 8, 3 2 ja 6, 2. So it will be 1 ohm. So y in will be equal to 1 by Z in. So it will be 1 by 1 mho. So 1 mho or Simon, anything you can write. So I think you have understand. In short circuit, you have to find y11, then Z in. In open circuit, you have to find out Z in, then Z11. So Z in, open circuit, Z in, y in. Short circuit, y in, Z in. Now you have understand the my points. You have understand my points. Then we will go for, again we will go for some another part. Which part, sir? Another part. Some another part. So some another part. It is short circuit and it is open circuit. So they are finding Z out. So open circuit, Z out will be Z22, and then after Y out will be Y11 upon delta Y. So it will be 1 by Z22 or delta Y upon Y11. Like that we have here Z out. So first of all, we have short circuit, Y out is equal to Y22, Z11 upon delta Z, and Z out is nothing but 1 by Y22 or delta Z upon Z11. Yes sir. Then I will tell you what is the meaning of here Z out, what is the meaning of here Y out. You have to understand. If you understand, then there is no problem with that. First of all, naming is important. Here output impedance, short circuit, open circuit. So it is known as open circuit, output impedance. Second thing is, this one is open circuit. Yes, open circuit. And admittance. Yes sir. So output admittance. In case of this short circuit, yes sir, admittance, yes sir. So short circuit, output admittance. And here its name is short circuit. Yes sir. And output impedance. Yes. This is the real meaning of the points. Okay. So you have to remember, you have to convert, then you will understand. Here impedance, they are asking impedance. So first of all, what we are doing? Short circuit. Yes sir. Input side, yes sir. So we have to calculate Y in. Yes sir. This is output side. Yes sir. And open circuit. Yes sir. We have to calculate Z out. Z out will be equal to Z22. Z out will be equal to Z22. Yes. Y in will be equal to Y11 dash. Y11 dash is Z22 dash upon delta Z. Z dash. Yes sir. Delta Z dash is equal to Z11 dash minus Z22 dash minus Z12 dash Z21 dash. Yes sir. Now remember the points here. Yes sir. What here it is Z out. Yes sir. And here is it is Y out. Yes sir. They are in parallel. Yes sir. So you will find out they are asking Z input impedance. So Z is equal to, Z is nothing but Y out is parallel with Z in. Yes sir. Y out is parallel with Z in. Z out is Z22 and Z in is something like that, delta Z dash upon Z22 dash. So delta Z dash upon Z22 dash divided by Z22 plus delta Z dash upon Z22 dash. So Z will be equal to ZAB. I will write down across AB. So ZAB. So ZAB will be written as Z22 delta Z dash upon delta Z. So ZAB will be equal to Z22 delta Z dash Z22 dash plus delta Z dash. This is the ZAB. It's very easy. It's very easy. they are asking V2. In this case they are asking V2. Yes, we can find out. So what we will do, I will try to explain. First of all, Y parameter is given per ohm. Yes sir. Y parameter is given, so I1 is equal to 2 V1 plus 0.5 V2, and I2 is equal to 4.8 V1 plus minus 0.2 V2. Yes sir. Then we have two KVL equation. First KVL equation is here. So I2 will be equal to V2 by, so I2 will be equal to minus V2 into 0.2. And in this KVL equation, what we will have? 10 volt, 10 volt. So V1 is equal to 10 volt. Yes sir. So I will put, in place of V1, I will put something. So I2 be in terms of V2. V1 we know, V2 we don't know. So it will be minus 0.2 V2 in equation 2. In this equation, 0.2 V2, 4.8 V1, 4.8 V1. So as we know that I2 will be equal to 4.8 V1 minus 0.2 V2. Yes sir. So it will be written as minus 0.2 V2. Okay. And 4.8 V1. Okay. And minus 0.2 V2. Yes sir. So it will be cancel out. Yes sir. So this equation is invalid. Just write it, this one as a plus, or it cannot be solved. This equation is invalid or this formation is invalid. So I will write plus. Okay. So I2 will be equal to 4.8 V1 plus 0.2 V2. Yes sir. I2 will be written as minus 0.2 V2. Yes sir. 4.8 V1 plus 0.2 V2. So V2 will be equal to minus 4.8 divided by 4.1 V1. So minus 12 V1, and V1 we know that 10 volt. So V2 will be 120 volt. So this is the answer. V2 will be 120 volt. Okay. Very easy question. This is the second question they will ask. We will do many questions, but right now we are doing some selected question only. What they are asking? V2 by V1. What they are asking? V2 by V1. Okay. V2 by V1 they are asking. First of all, I will apply Y parameter. So Y11 V1 plus Y12 V2 and Y21 V1 and Y22 V2. Yes sir. Then we apply KVL. V2 will be equal to minus I2 into ZL. Yes sir. And I2 will be equal to minus V2 upon ZL. I will put minus V2 upon ZL here. Yes sir, V2 upon ZL here. So minus V2 in second equation, I will put minus V2 upon ZL, and this one is Y21 upon V1, and this one is Y22 upon into V2. Yes sir. So it will be written as minus Y21 V1 and Y22 plus 1 by ZL V2. So V2 upon V1 will be minus Y21 into ZL divided by Y22 plus Y2 ZL plus 1. So this is the ratio. This is the ratio. It's very easy. Just go through the formula, you will get the answer. Here you have to find out the answer. Yes sir. What they are asking? They are asking V2 upon V1. They are asking V2 upon V1. Okay. So what you will do? First of all, write down the equation. You will write down the equation, you will get the answer. So V1, first of all, what is I1? I1 is equal to 0.1 V1 plus minus 0.01 V2, and I2 will be equal to 0.01 V1 and plus 0.1 V2. Yes sir. And again next equation is KVL. So I2 will be equal to minus V2 by 100. Yes sir. So minus 0.01 into V2. Then we will go for next equation. In this case, this equation, current will be flowing like this. So fourth equation will be 100 is equal to V1 plus 25 I1. Yes sir. So this is also equation. This is equation number 1, equation number 2, equation number 3 and equation number 4. We need only equation number 1, 2 and 3. You will get the answer. So I2 will be written as 0.01 V2, 2 from 2 and 3, from 2 and 3, 2 and 3, it will be written as minus 0.01 V2 is equal to 0.01 V1 and 0.1 V2. Yes sir. Then it will be written as V2 upon V1 will be minus 0.01 divided by minus 0.09. Yes sir, plus 0.09. 1. So it will be minus, it will be plus 1. So 0.11. So ratio will be V2 upon V1 will be minus 1 by 11. So this is V2 upon V1. So we have studied too many things. You can also solve this question. Then you can also solve this question. After that there is 4 equation, 4 unknowns. You can find any unknowns. What you will do? Just put V2 in terms of V1. So V2 will be minus V1 by 11. And then you will get V1 and I1 relation. And here is V1 I1 relation. Solving the V1 I1 relation, you will get value of V1 and I1. So in many ways, 4 equation, 4 unknowns you can find out. Here 4 unknowns is I1, I2, V1, V2. There are 4 unknowns. and there are 4 equations. So you can find out easily. You can find out easily the value of everything. The value of everything. Okay. So here we will last up, and next we will study, and I will try to make a PPT of 1 page or 2 page of previous lecture, so that you can easily coordinate and try to solve all questions 2-3 times of 2-port network. You will understand everything. If you solve for first time, it will be feel very difficult. Second time it will seems less difficult, and third, fourth times it will be feel very easy. But you have to follow the process what I have taught you. Don't follow the process what I have taught you, but follow the process what you have understand and what I have taught, how you can understand. So this is the important point. So you have to understand. If you will fill up that, you will remember the formula and put the value, you will get the answer. There is no way, because you will find another question with another concept. So you have to build up the concept in 2-port network, so that you will get a good concept in, you will get the good marks in 2-port network. Don't try to remember the formula. Okay. If you want DPP, if you want this PDF, join Sonu Sir PW. You will get the PDF of all class of network, and it will be provided, and you will get this. So in file section you will go through in this group, and this is a Telegram group. In this Telegram group you will join, and you will in file section you will get the PDF of network theory. Okay. Thank you everyone.